Hello YouTube, DrakeyC here. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Dissidia Duodecim Final Fantasy. We are now starting Chapter 7, and it has nothing to do with Cloud, Cecil or Terra, or any of that group. We are literally heading around the world to start off with Squall. And this is going to be interesting because I don't remember if I had any particular difficulty with Squall when I originally played this game. But I say it's going to be interesting to find out because Squall is a character that really wants an assist to help him out in battle. And he doesn't have one for most of his story, so, you know, I don't remember if I had trouble with him or what, but we're going to find out. Squall is a very strong bravery fighter. Like, his brave game is ridiculous. The problem is, his HP game, not so great. He has no chainable attacks, and his HP attacks are all a bit slow, so he wants assists to set up assist combos. And if he doesn't have an assist, he might struggle a bit, so we'll have to see how I do here. I also find it interesting that Squall's storyline is like a bit different from the other storylines. Like, the storylines up until now you've seen, they've interconnected and touched on each other a bit, but mostly they've just been alone. But Squall, Zidane, and Bots really tell one continuous ongoing storyline that overlap at several places.
No offense to you guys.
Like, the end of Squall's storyline, spoiler alert, overlaps with a midpoint in Zidane's story, and Bots' story also overlaps with them, and his story and Zidane's end at basically the same point when Squall picks up in the middle of Zidane's story. So it'll be interesting. It's kind of like I don't know what I want to say. It just creates a different sort of feel, you know, like you finish Squall's chapter, but his story is quite obviously not done because he's still around and taking part in other storylines that you immediately play. So, it's neat.
What's that nasty looking feather?
Hey, watch your mouth.
Yeah, Squall.
This has been my trusted companion. Whenever I found myself in danger, this good luck charm saved me.
This is a battlefield. It's not the place to be concerned about others.
You don't want to care about your friends when you're in the middle of a battlefield. You know, I know people joke that Squall is kind of a dick, but that is a very dick thing to say. Just, like, that's gotta be clunky translation again, because, you know, I remember the Japanese line when I subtitled it was something like, I were in the middle of a fight and you want me to watch over something of yours, you know, but be concerned about others. No, that's not the same thing, and Battlefield is absolutely the place to be concerned about others.
When he sees his comrades under attack by the mannequins.
Off screen, because I don't think in the original Dissidia they quite knew how to show mannequins in cutscenes yet. There is one cutscene I remember in the original Dissidia that alludes to the mannequins and doesn't actually show them. They only appear in cutscenes in the Dissidia Duodecim's cutscenes. But yeah, for whatever reason, I think they just didn't quite get a grip on how to do the mannequins in cutscenes, or maybe they just didn't want to. I don't know. Okay. Well, yeah, he told you it was. I also like that they keep Squall's inner monologue. It's like Titus's narration. It's a nice callback and gives this story its own kind of flavor. Okay. Looks pretty straightforward. Heh. Well, how appropriate we start off with a Squall mannequin.
I just believe in myself.
That's what I mean. Squall's brave game is ridiculous. HP game, not so much. That's not the way you want to dodge to avoid this. Told ya. No, you want to dodge away from the red circles that are gonna explode and kill you. Getting away from them is helpful. Chocobo's tired. I don't know what that means. I don't pay attention to the play plans. I have a speech impediment and they give me a tongue twister like that. Yeah. Going down. Yes, they are. Also dodging the wrong way. Guess what's gonna happen? Something like that. Yep.
What a stupid mission.
Nah. They're just shoving all the FF8 characters in here, aren't they? Wonder if the next one's gonna be a Winnoa mannequin. Wait, no, one game too early. Come on, break them. There we go. Oh. Yeah, that's gonna be helpful. Oh. Oh, am I gonna hit him? Oh, uh-oh. Okay. Not too much damage was done. Get back here, Laguna. Oh. Okay, we're gonna retry that. That caught me by surprise there. This one's a little tricky, huh? Okay. I'm going to allow that. Break him, come on. Oh. Now you're getting on my nerves, boy. Oh, that was a dick move. This is really getting on my nerves. No, you don't. Seriously, you are really getting on my nerves. I am going to enjoy killing you. Oh, am I gonna hit? Am I gonna hit? Oh, perfect. That was annoying. Damn right, gave me a level up for that. Ooh, solid barrel already, good. Wait, that's a cact. Oh, Behemoth must have only had one charge left. No biggie. I shouldn't need Cactar for this.
There's no other way than to plow ahead. Going down. This is it.
Get back here and let me kill you.
Going down. You're gone. There. Going down. You're gone.
When are you guys gonna learn? Dodging overhead doesn't help. In fact, dodging overhead is possibly the worst thing. I'd rather block it, thanks. Come on. This is so slow without Behemoth and Ifrit. Come on. Why am I going for that? I don't need that. What I need is to just build up Brave and kill you. There we go. Yes, let's finish this and get my Behemoth and Ifrit duo back. Squall's Brave game is great, but still, you know, I want to kill him quicker. The days when 16 KP was something to be excited over. We've come so far since the start of the game. Abilities. Okay, Solid Barrel has much less range than Upper Blues, but it's pretty good. It also initiates a chase, so I wanna put Heel Crush over it. Threw me off, I forgot to switch that. And yeah, Rabbit's Foot. Why is that not charged? Oh, I know, I started with Behemoth. Okay, yeah, right. I started with Ifrit, then had one Behemoth. Okay, yeah, that math checks out. Let's get out of here. And this is another storyline where actually having a world map in order to indicate physical distance and where characters are and where they're going relative to each other, by its own nature of just being, really improves the narrative. Because Squall's storyline is a lot about characters getting stuck caught in traps and being separated and going into enemy territory and that. I do remember this now, yeah, Squall's map attack is annoying because that's Upper Blues he's using there. And it involves him stepping back from the opponent, which isn't a problem when you're fighting an enemy because normally they'll just get pulled towards you, but it's a problem on the gateway when Squall steps away from the stone, the attack stops connecting, and he doesn't break it. Just annoying. So we have a stone over to this place, but nothing here. There is something. There has to be something here. Please tell me they don't do this to me again. Did they? Did they really do this again? They put this island here and there's nothing on it. Why would you do that, developers? It's like putting an empty room in the middle of a dungeon with all these miscellaneous items in it, and you have to check every single one of them to see if there's an item hidden in one of them, because of course there would be. Why else would this room be here? But even as I say that, I have to admit that might be something I would do if I was a developer. But then I'm evil. Squall, you are taunting a rock. That your best, rock? Huh? Just gonna stand there and let me attack you? Huh? Is that your best? Now if it was a wall that Squall was taunting, that might make more sense. Nothing over here. There is a lot of empty space around here. At least Squall is a little quicker than others. Oh, hello! Hey, come back here. Come back here. Oh. I'd also like that integration. They're running around here having fun on their adventure. Well, he does have higher movement speed than you. What do you expect? Treasure hunting, of course. I decline. That seems a little odd for Squall to say, like, Text scene translation, take a shot. That's another new drinking game. Every time there's a clunky translation and a text-only of dialogue, take a shot. Wait, is this the scene where he says what I think he says? Yeah, because of course Zidane has to call attention to the fact that Cosmos is attractive. Of course he does, he can't help it. Of course it was. Didn't sound like one to me either. Not that I can blame him. Zidane is one of the coolest main characters. You know, I don't know if Zidane and Terra are locked in epic showdown for favorite Final Fantasy character of all, but he is undoubtedly my favorite male character. Zidane is, and he has fair competition to Golbez, Hope. Cloud and Remake was pretty cool. There's a lot of male characters I like, but Zidane beats them all. At least to me. And yes, you didn't mishear me, I said Hope from Final Fantasy XIII. I think he's an awesome character. Don't start with me on that. Alright, I dodged that. I was a little worried there. Probably not. Also, get dirty? Okay. Oh. I wanna do... Oh. Get down here. Come on. Oh yeah, and by the way, Squall's Fated Circle and Aerial Circle have magic blocks, so that's a problem for spellcasters.
What's the matter? Lay your guard down?
Woo! Speed Boost and Mystic Flurry, don't mind if I do. Mystic Flurry... not bad. Squall's an interesting character in that he actually has a lot of magic attacks for a melee character. And they're really critical to his game in setting up the opponent for combos or just doing good damage on their own. And Mystic Flurry is a great example. It can deal decent damage if the opponent gets caught in several of them, and it stuns him for a moment so Squall can land a bravery attack. Only problem is it's a little clunky to use because it has like... the shards, I believe, fly in random directions when you use it, and it takes a second for them to explode, and, well, you'll see. Bonus line 4. Aren't we like level 7 or something? Eh. Well, I stopped caring about bonus lines when I got 400 KP. Eh. And of course, there is a Laguna mannequin here. It's interesting, like, if he mentioned seeing him in his dreams. Wonder if he's, like, referring to Final Fantasy VIII, like, if he's recovered his memories. Or if he's just, like, had dreams since he woke up in this cycle of Laguna in the past cycle. Anyway. Is there anything we can do with a jump chain? I could use one here to get 2 of them, but I have to kill one of them anyway, so we'll have to do this the slow and hard way.
I'll do my best.
That was easy. Not over yet. Now it's over. Rough Divide, as you can see, Rough Divide and Aerial Circle both have their advantages, but I prefer Rough Divide just for the range. The range is very helpful. Oh, I remember this scene. This is funny. What? Squall, you're a dick, but you're a funny dick sometimes. Amen to that, but we won't be seeing Alexander's strength. He definitely does have uses, but I have Behemoth and Ifrit for the moment. It is funny about Squall. A lot of people hate Squall, and I understand why, but I've never been able to agree. I think Squall is, in terms of having an obvious character arc and development, Squall is probably one of the best protagonists in the Final Fantasy series. It's like, he does start off cold and emotionless, but then you like learn his backstory, understand, well, not like cold and emotionless, but just like cold and stoic. But then you get to know his backstory, and there's reasons he's like that, and he learns to not be like that as he gets over these reasons. So I think Squall's a really good character. I don't know, but he is kind of a jerk sometimes. And oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce you to the bread and butter of Squall's moveset, Thunder Barret. If you've seen if you like look on YouTube for combo videos of the Dissidia characters and look for Squall combos, odds are most of them start with Thunder Barret. For very good reason. It is very, very useful to set the opponent up for another attack. So we will be seeing a lot of that. Ephemeral Summoner, that's Yuna. I was having to think for a second. That Summoner. Oi. Oh girl, I almost feel bad. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. See how beautiful that is? Ain't that gorgeous? I actually wonder what kind of attack Rough Divide is supposed to be, because in the original Final Fantasy VIII it was like this slice along the ground and up, but here it almost looks like Squall is just doing a diving charging headbutt at them. Okay. And now this scene.
A good luck charm.
Did a friend give that to you?
I remember people were a little hesitant about, I believe his name's Doug Airholtz voicing Squall in this game. Because people liked him in Kingdom Hearts 2, from what I recall. But Squall's a lot older in that game as Leon. Here, Squall is younger, and he just sounds a lot older. He's supposed to be like 17 or 18 here. He does not sound it at all.
Anyone cared about me.
Well, that kind of hits home.
Burden I don't need, but it wouldn't hurt to know someone's got my back. Perhaps I shouldn't have turned down their invitation.
No. You made the right decision.
And for once, the awkward, stunted voice acting is actually justified here.
That dwells inside his heart.
Though it does kind of raise a plot hole.
Alone.
Oh wait, is this the part?
My real enemy.
That line. When I did my Dissidia subtitles, that line got a lot of, well, relatively some controversy in the comments, because the translator, apparently Squall's usage of her in Japanese was like a very rude version of her, so the translator translated that line as my real opponent, that bitch. And when I subtitled, people were like, you're having Squall cursing in that, and he's cursing like that to Ultimicia's face. As we see here, like, it's not Cosmos, but, you know, like, Squall saying to her face, my opponent is that bitch. That's just fun. Well, it shouldn't be according to other storylines we've played, but then again, it usually does work out that way, so, you know. Squall's storyline is another one where the character development comes off as kind of forced once again. It's unfortunate because, again, Squall has a really good character arc in his original game, I think, but in this game, no, it's like, I go off on my own and I don't want my friends to care about me, but I do care about them after all, and no, it's just, he makes a lot of contradictory statements in regards to his relationship and how he feels about the others, so it doesn't really work out. 1999. Wonder why that year's significant. Oh! As you can see, another problem with Squall's solid barrel attack on the world map, it has ridiculously short range. Yeah, you can't block that, bitch. Come on. Oh yes, and Fated Circle and Aerial Circle do have a minor absorb effect, so not only will Squall move towards the opponent, but they'll pull the opponent towards him a little, as you can see there. Well, technically that wasn't a mission, that was a tree, but yes, what a stupid tree. Vast, huge desert to wander around collecting orbs. Again, sometimes you think the developers didn't think through the world map mechanics as well as they should have or could have. And this is real fun, right? Watching Squall plod along the desert. Like I said, at least he moves fairly quickly, but still. It's a good thing X-Death moves slow, so we can actually have the time to get close enough to use Solid Barrel safely. You too, huh? Come on. Oh. Oh. I don't know what happened there. Come on. I hate Planet's Core. Planet's Core is one of the worst arenas with an AI opponent. Especially a stupid one that likes to just endlessly... What was X-Death doing there? You weren't dodging anything, dude. I agree, Squall. Got distracted by something there and took an HP hit. And once again, we had to beat up a stupid tree. And I mean that literally, we were beating up a tree that is stupid. Okay. Mr. Moogle, we need some chain skill. There. What do you mean this quality? It's the same as always. No. No. Take this for the road. That could come in handy later. Ooh. That is our third one now. Nah. That's very situational. Leviathan and Bahamut are very powerful, as we've seen in other stories. Odin and Phoenix have their uses, but I don't need them. Now, for the next gateway, we want a multi-chain, and I'm just looking ahead again. Hmm. Just pondering what I want to spend on. I think I'll take a straight chain for the road too. I'll get rid of that. Because, you know, 5 times bravery is probably more than half the opponent's HP, so yeah. Okay, let's go. Kefka. Kefka and Kuja, the sitcom we didn't know we needed. Well, let's look at the roster sheet. He means that literally. Kefka has killed 2 birds with 1 stone before. He's had a lot of practice. Lofty dedication to solitude. Yeah, I didn't get it either. Dialogue just gets kind of flowery sometimes. Go it alone, proceed with caution. Yep. And hopefully learn the ground version of Aerial Circle, or rather Faded Circle as it's known. Ooh. Perfect. Don't mind if I do. Just having a look. Okay, we should be fine. What's the KP chance? Sorry. Brave break within 60 seconds. Oh, Squall can handle that. Oh wait, he mastered a bunch of skills. Yep. Yeah. Go away notification. It's just he mastered a bunch of skills. Let's get the speed boost on him. Just so he can move a little faster in battle. Okay. Time to rake in some KP. That's all we ask, Squall, and with your brave game, your best will be good enough. Uh-oh. Oh. It's something me to 2000? I think I've got time. Thank you, bots. You are stupid. When they see Squall coming at them like that at high speeds, about to kill them, do you think mannequins just get that deer in the headlight look, like they just stare blankly? Aw, shit. Tifa, and you have no equipment but a cursed ring. I feel very sorry for you. Love Thunder Barret. Don't dodge over me. Told ya. I'm not gonna kill you. I'm gonna leave you alive, so you can tell all your friends about me. They try to dodge overhead, they're just gonna get blown up all the same. That was my random Batman impression. Yes, I know it sucks. Now there's an interesting idea for a Final Fantasy game. Squall as Batman. So I guess maybe he'd be more like Lion Man. Doesn't have the same ring to it. Oh, fine, go ahead. It's not gonna hurt me anyway. There we go. Hey, this one knows how to dodge. Well, he knows how to dodge the one attack anyway. Neat thing too, the animation Squall makes when he lands from using Rough Divide, at least when he lands on the ground, it's the same pose he makes in Final Fantasy VIII when he dives down in the prison to save Zell from the gods. Like with like the way his legs are positioned and the gunblade held out behind him, he lands the same way. I love those like that's the thing I love about Dissidia. It goes the extra mile to reference little things like that. If we smashed him through a roof, you'd think it'd do more damage and... Dick move, bro. I would have behemoth there, but it wouldn't have quite got me a few braves short. You are annoying me, boy. Did you know Thunder Barret can set the opponent up for Rough Divide? I didn't! Thank you. Thank you, game. Faded Circle. That Thunder Barret can actually combo into. You know, without relying on the opponent's stupidity. I mean, it can just combo into it.
I'll do my best.
You are annoying me, Tifa. Tifa decided she's going to piss me off. Now I am going to have to hurt her. Now see, there's what I mean about Mystic Flurry being able to set them up, but it also wall rushes them, so you can't land a follow-up attack there. Thank you. You die now. A few short, of course. Never mind. We're good. I don't know how I avoided that, but I won't complain.
What a stupid mission.
Ha! 100 KP, thank you. Now let's get that Faded Circle on the Squall now. Faded Circle is exactly like Aerial Circle, just horizontal and on the ground. Go figure. I should have maybe charged up my EX gauge, just we are fighting a boss now, but...
What do you want?
Just came to get my bait for Zidane fishing. And a reckless...
That's not even a translation issue. Even in Japanese, that line is just, no, like...
Sorry.
The original line I remember is translated as, "You're going to be my bait for Zidane hunting."
I see
And
that.
no.
Zidane has some worthless
No.
enemies.
That's not a thing Kuja would say, and it's just a dumb taunt in general.
Be yelping for mercy.
That's an odd setup, because normally Kuja wants to be close to you when he lands attacks. Aerial, well, Kuja doesn't like staying in the air, does he?
Behave and let me catch you.
What an annoying guy.
You have no idea, Squall. Ask Cloud to tell you his stories sometimes. Actually, don't. We're never supposed to talk about that. There we go, broke him in before Tiamat could go off. How did he avoid that? He was right next to me. Come on. There we go. Well, Kuja, you tried. You failed miserably and utterly, but you tried. And isn't that what really matters? The answer is no.
Knew you were all talk.
Yeah, no kidding.
I've come to realize that Zidane would never be interested in chasing a
I do kind of like this though, like Kuja's like, I'm not fleeing. I've decided I'm going to do something better.
Come to me.
Enough.
I am done dealing with you. Just sit back and watch the second act unfold.
Except he doesn't watch it unfold, because he's not with them. So how's he gonna watch?
Of course not.
We'll meet up later, after we get our crystals.
Yeah, Kuja wouldn't attack his archenemy. That doesn't make sense.
There's something I have to do.
I really need to clean this feather. It is filthy, after
I
all.
must persevere.
Dramatic pauses. I must pause. Dramatically. At every sentence.
You think I'm outsmarting myself?
This video, I'm pretty sure they made this just to feature it in trailers.
Ignorant fool.
Because this scene was in trailers for the game prominently, and of course then it showed them actually fighting. But that doesn't happen, of course. But yeah, the trailer's like, Kuja vs. Garland. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Even though this scene makes no sense.
I've lost interest.
Yeah, let's be honest. Jekt vs. Kuja. And I like Kuja, but no.
Surely you have others to spar with.
Like, it's just random scene out of nowhere that really doesn't have anything to do with anything. It's just, you know, Garland apparently said something to Kuja. Kuja's like, I'm gonna attack you for that. And Jekt's like, hey, I'll fight. Never mind, let's just go and do something else. Think I can break this rock in one go, let's see. Hey, I did! That would have been handy one gateway ago. Squall does have some awfully big world map sections, I'm noticing. Like, wow, that's a long ways to go, relatively speaking. Let's duck in here, see what we have. Yeah, that's pretty much the point of these gateways. Yeah, may as well. No way to get, well, could get all four with a multi-chain, but not worth it, and I don't have one anyway.
I'll do my best. Going down.
Now, Squall, show him your new trick. No, Squall, show him your new trick. Good boy, Squall. I believe, depending on the recovery time and like the size of the opponent, it is possible to dodge out of that combo. But the AI is stupid, so it usually works. This is why whenever someone compliments my skills in the game, I appreciate it, but I take it with a grain of salt because I have never faced a human opponent. I've just faced the AI a lot. And the AI in the game is not that good. At least not in these early storylines. Okay, you can take that one, sure. I remember once there was a mannequin where I just stood there and did nothing to see if they would attack me. And they didn't. They walked around staring at me, blocking and dodging nothing occasionally for like a straight minute. And granted, it was the lowest level mannequin, but still, you know, that when you just stand still and the opponent never attacks when you're doing nothing, that's not good AI programming at all.
You're my prey.
No, you don't. Oh, come on. Deep despair. That's Sephiroth's shtick, lady. Knock it off before he sues you for copyright infringement. Damn it. Well, with the wall rush, it's still gonna hurt. And goodbye. This is, again, Squall normally, because of HP attacks, are a bit slow. He has trouble connecting them and needs an assist. But that's like, oh yeah, the opponent's too stupid to dodge. What was I worried about? This is the AI that's going to let me charge up and come right at them head first, about to kill them, and they're just going to stand there staring, pondering the meaning of life. And there's a web series or something like that. What goes through the minds of mannequins as they're just standing there not doing anything? Did I leave the stove on? I'm gonna miss my next car payment. Was she flirting with me the other day in the cafeteria? My mind goes random places when we're just walking around the world map doing our busy work before we actually get into fighting again. I've been doing this for like 20 hours now. I've run out of things to talk about. That is a reason actually why, sincerely, I don't talk about strategy much, because the storylines don't need a lot of strategy. The AI is so dumb. You can pick up pretty much any character, even ones you're not good at, like me with Zidane and Tifa, and get through their storylines just fine. Stage Brave Boost, Imitation Despot. We'll kill you first just so we can see what's inside the chest here. Okay. Well, that was easy to land the first hit. This stage in particular, if you start in the position in the middle of the stage and grind on the grind bars, the opponent will almost always grind on the bars towards you, and then you can block them and punish them and make them regret their life choices that have led them to this moment. Wasn't sure if that was going to hit. Okay, I had to squint at the icon. I wanted to make sure that was an elite enemy. That is the stronger kind. Could have fooled me. And ooh, blasting zone. Thank you. Not a great attack, but it is a very... It's got decent range, and it's a very good anti-air move, so I'll take it. Revolver, probably not as good as the Ice Brand. All identical stats, but no initial Brave boost. So skip it, skip it. Well, no, don't actually skip it, because we do need it to trade for Squall's exclusive weapons later, but yeah, we're not equipping it. unfortunately, equip it, just ruins the rhythm, and, you know, I can't sing like that. Also, Blasting Zone looks pretty cool. Well, you started doing an attack, then I did an HP attack that charged through your attack and hit you for HP damage, and it killed you. That's how it ended like that. I explained the mannequin's mistakes to them so they don't make them again. It's the only way they'll learn.
I'll do my best. Right. That's your best. This is it.
Now go home and think about what you did wrong. Namely, not running when you had the chance.
What a stupid mission.
You're telling me. I'd like to have Behemoth for the upcoming boss, so don't think I'm gonna use my summons for these two. Didn't need to though. Pretty decent high weapon.
I just believe in myself.
That might hurt if it hurt. Assuming it's able to land an attack on me.
That's your best.
And you know,
This is it.
like, because it's so random when it does and it can just blow away like all your bravery at once. Typhon feels like such a troll summon.
Going down. You're gone.
Okay, get in a... Squall, that's the wrong way. I blocked that. There we go. There's one thing though, like, playing a Squall in particular gets boring because he has such a limited moveset. Like, his ground attack, Mystic Flurry, is just nowhere near as good as Thunder Barret, because Thunder Barret is so critical to setting up his attacks. And in the air, there's Mystic Flurry and Fire Barret, but in my opinion, Mystic Flurry isn't that useful, and Fire Barret is like Thunder Barret, in that it can set up for attacks, so... Squall has a very limited move set, and it's pretty obvious which of his moves are the best ones to equip, so... You know, you're gonna, like, you probably gonna see the same 6 moves on Squall, I'd assume, in high level play, and since he only has 2 bravery attacks, each on the air and ground, or at least melee bravery attacks, you know? Ooh, get down here, you're annoying me. I'm like, if it blows away the thousands digit and just, like, zaps me to 0, I'm gonna be so pissed. But it didn't.
What a stupid mission.
Fusillade, that's what I was referring to, the ground version. Basically, it's a ground version of Mystic Flurry that starts a chase, and I am not going to equip it because Thunder Barret is better in every conceivable way. I forget, did I take HP damage? Okay, apparently I didn't. Just gonna have a look over everything. Yeah, yep, not gonna equip it. Yeah, Squall has only one more bravery attack to learn, and that's Fire Barret, which I think he learns at a very late level. And it shoots out 3 slow-moving fireballs in the air that are kind of like Squall's fire. It's great as a distraction, and again helps set up for Squall's bravery combos. But I don't think we're going to see that in his story, because again, I think he learns it at a high level, like in his 30s.
Wow. such a dazzling fellow.
Are you by yourself?
It's supposed to be a pun on the fact he's the warrior of light, but
Everybody
the
asks me
joke
that.
doesn't really work.
To obtain the crystal,
Did you see anyone
each one of
else?
us must
We're in the
confront his
we're in the
real
crystal
identity.
world. Where would they be hiding? Of course I'm alone.
Did.
Isn't that why you're by yourself too? I just want to get the crystal and get out.
The enemy is not one, but many. They have joined forces to defeat us. Should you not look for someone to guard your back?
Don't force your thoughts on me. Just stay out of my way. I have only one goal.
Like,
I won't
you
allow
yourself
distractions.
considered this, Squall.
I need that resolve to persevere.
Why do you insist on fighting alone? Can you carve out your path without the help of others?
Well, we've made it this far. Yeah, and like, this isn't a character conflict, it's like, you insist on fighting alone. I'm gonna attack you and make sure you're strong enough to actually make it alone. But as Squall points out, you're traveling alone too, dude. And they frame it, it's like he doesn't trust his enemy. Or like he doesn't trust his allies or something. You're annoying me, boy. Get over here so I can hurt you. Wonder what his summon is. Come on. Well, that was easy. Behemoth, you're so overpowered. I've given thought to how I would revamp Dissidia, like revamp Dissidia's gameplay balance if they ported it to the original Dissidia. I mean, if they ported it to the PS5 or something, and like you just have to completely remove Behemoth from the game.
You are
It is
strong.
not balanced at all.
Don't you have any intention of using that strength to protect the others?
Fighting together's not the only way. We can still help each other, even if we're apart. Whether
No,
or not I
no,
needed
you
it,
can't.
I received their support.
You're not with them, ergo
So
they
I'll
can't
return
help
the
you.
favor.
I'm sure that
your
you're
way.
referring to emotional
I have
support,
to carve out my
but
path to change this situation.
I'm afraid I have misjudged you.
once again, awkward translation.
I had assumed you preferred to be alone, because you did not trust your comrades.
Now I see that you're just being a stubborn
You should
dick.
continue down this road you have chosen. Eventually, all paths join as one.
I remember also, I can't recall what it is off the top of my head, but their pre-fight cutscene was different in earlier trailers and implied like
None of us are alone.
Squall, that like the Squall was the one challenging the warrior because the warrior knew something that Squall was suspicious of. I can't recall exactly how it went off the top of my head, but I remember their pre-fight dialogue was different in earlier trailers. I feel the bitch. Witch. I meant witch. Witch? Which? Oh, the witch. Right. Bitch. Did I miss one on the last gateway? Huh. Cause usually it's like 4 each. 1, 2, maybe 3 there. And I missed that. Oh, that walk goes all the way over there. Wouldn't it make more sense to put the rock there that's closer to that spot? Whatever. Where's that blue gateway? Let's see what's in here. Also occurred to me, I had a full EX gauge during that fight too, and I didn't use it. Which is a shame, because Squall's EX mode is friggin' amazing. Candidate for one of the best EX modes in the game, really. Okay. If you say so, Squall. Don't need to kill these two. Fallacious Wanderer, and Phantasmal Harlequin. Yeah, we're not gonna. Well, we have a round chain. May as well use it here. What the hell? Give us our 4 pennies.
I'll do my best.
Ow. That hurt, boy. You having fun there? Sometimes you just want to. I won't give you strength, but I will give you a laser blade to the face. A lot more painful.
What a stupid mission.
And hey, there's an old Tamisha. Sort of.
I just believe in myself.
For you. I don't think she liked that at all. Looked like it kind of hurt. Is she moving?
What a stupid mission.
Someone poke her with a stick. Oh well. Ding dong, the bitch is gone. I don't know why I'm feeling humorous this part. Maybe I'm just gonna contrast Squall being alone and having no one to talk to. Oh, another Moogle. Hello, Mr. Moogle. I could use some chain skills. And yes, all the Moogles are named Mr. Moogle. Even the female ones. Just how that culture works, you know? Oh, this one, yeah. This one, there's a robot apparently. I remember this now, suddenly. I don't know who on the development team thought let's make this one a robot, but hey. Oh, all the counter summons that are completely and utterly useless. And this one that drains 30% of the opponent's bravery when I could just use any other summon that reduces their bravery by a far greater degree. Wave to the summons, cause I am never, ever, ever going to buy any of them. Wave. Goodbye. Let's peek ahead in the walkthrough again. See what we have. So apparently I want another multi-chain. Go figure. Garland, he's a tricky one to approach. Don't attack the rock, attack the mannequin. Okay, I did it. Okay. You said attack the rock, I'm like, no! Thank you for coming into range. I appreciate that. I always appreciate when the computer is cooperative in letting me kill them.
You should know, this is war.
Of course you realize this is war. That was not intended to be a Bugs Bunny impression, so the fact that it sucks doesn't count.
That your best?
Out of my way, rocks! Squall's real arch enemy, the rocks. Going around on an epic quest to smash every single rock he sees. Always taunting. Is that your best? Yeah, I must have missed the... They always come in sets of 4 and the previous ones vanish whenever you break a red gateway, so I must have missed one somewhere. It's a shame because Bright Radiance, that would be a straight chain. That would actually be useful. Actually, because I have time, and I have the KP to spare, I think I'm going to go back to the Moogle and buy some skills. For the next storyline, I just have to peek ahead to what is going to happen there. Let's see. By the power of the omniscient walkthrough, I peer into the future. So a straight chain and a multi-chain looks like they'll do. Buy an extra, get rid of the cure skill, because if I'm taking HP damage, I'm doing it wrong. Okay. Southern Lufenia Gateway. I'm sure this location isn't important at all.
Take up your sword, Squall. Are you finally strong enough to fight me?
Have you finished level grinding?
Ultimecia.
I have been waiting for you to obtain that level of ruthless determination.
Ruthless.
What do you mean and
Yes.
why?
The determination to stubbornly
Like, it's a
follow your
fortunate
own
thing
path.
that the villains purposefully do whatever and say whatever they have to get the heroes their crystals, because otherwise this makes no sense
Is
at
what
all.
led you to your crystal.
I lured you
My
out.
friends?
Yeah, yes
Deep
you did.
inside your heart, you trust no one. That is why you act alone.
That
it
texture
not?
thing with the emulator gets really
By
distracting
now,
sometimes.
Kuja should be having his way with Zidane and Bartz.
Oh
And you
my.
can't go save them. Does that not prove you think nothing of them?
Think nothing of them.
This is where Squall should just say, they don't need my help to take on
Such is
Kuja.
life on the
I fought him
battlefield.
myself. I know they'll be fine.
Now, let me see the strength of your pride.
Ultimicia's voice actress is another character that
Has fear taken
I don't
hold
think
of
she
you?
think like the I don't know like what voice direction they gave her,
I'll neither run.
and I
nor
understand
hide.
the actress is just doing what she can
I
with the
shall
material
believe
and the bad
until the
directing.
time comes.
But whatever it is, they chose to play Ultimecia in English as kind of stoic and cold, and
It's not as simple.
it just doesn't work.
as you
Like,
might
maybe it's
think.
the contrast Squall, but she's much more emotional in the Japanese version, and it works better. Like, she actually like pretty much shouts that line at him, but not here. What risk? And you don't? That's actually making me think. Because the Emperor was what was around in the cycle where Cosmos died and her warriors all vanished. But Ultimecia probably wasn't, so actually it makes sense that she's suspicious. The Emperor knows if they have a way to kill Cosmos, that'll destroy all her warriors. But, never thought of it that way before. Yeah, Ultimecia has her own plan. Spoiler alert, it's the same plan as Final Fantasy VIII. She wants to compress time. How and why will she do this in the world of Dissidia? I don't know. Yeah, like we've seen throughout the storyline, the computer's so stupid you don't need an assist. You're just fine. -6. I am ridiculously overleveled. What level is Ultimecia at? She's at level 22, or by the time I get to her, I'm gonna get like 24, 25. Where do we... I'm just Should be a way to get all of them. Well, if we did it here, we could get 4 of them. Oh, and KP plus 1. How about that? We'll save that KP Gambler for another time. And now let's take out the Praetorian Guard. No, you probably won't. Come up here. Oh. I deserve that. I saw him use that and I'm like, that's not gonna do anything. Oh, wait! Well, just like the... Come on. Botch, you having fun? Oh. I just don't want to take HP down to Principal now, and it also just occurred to me, we got the boss fight, and I have not even used Squall's EX mode yet. Let's charge up the EX gauge. Going up. Oh, wait, how'd he get down there? Yeah, this is a tricky stage too, with all the thin platforms that are destructible, and you can stand on them, but you can't stand on the railings. Stage layout, it gets a little tricky sometimes. Okay, who's next? Transient Witch. Well, you'll warm up. Actually wondering now... Oh, nope, didn't want to do that. I'm wondering now if YouTube would let me call my video The Bitches Back. I don't monetize my Let's Plays, so that should be a problem. I think we have our title part. Or our part title, rather. No, I got it. Ding dong, the bitch is gone. Let's get a spitball titles. Sup, bitch?
You should know, this is war.
Wait. I think I got it. I just have to... I'm putting it in my head. Epic reveal coming. As if anyone's ever still watching this after an hour and a quarter. I have it! The Lion, the Bitch, and the Gunblade. It's a bit wordy, I don't know if it'll fit in the thumbnail, but if it does, that's what I'm calling this. If only there was like a synonym or like something that rhymed with wardrobe I could use instead, but Gunblade will do. The Lion, the Bitch, and the Gunblade. I know, right? And I've been forgetting to charge my EX gauge again. I'm so busy killing enemies, I'm forgetting to charge my EX gauge. It's not my fault they're just so killable and pathetic, you know? Come here. Virion. There we go. Come on. This is another thing, like, I'm just gonna watch the AI, like, are you enjoying yourself? Okay, you can die now. I said you can die now. Do.
What a stupid mission.
I know, right? There we go. 32, don't mind if I do. Well, 26, because I'm too high level.
So you've come. Having abandoned your comrades only to satisfy your own desires.
Didn't we just have this conversation?
I only came to fulfill my promise. It's because of them that I can't allow myself to stop. I know that I'm not alone. That's why I can fight by myself.
Those are the exact opposite
And
concepts.
fight you shall.
I know I'm not alone, so I'm gonna fight alone.
Against the two of us.
Will you still feign bravery?
This is better for me.
I prefer my translation, like Squall's like,
Both of you,
yeah,
and it will
this
make
isn't
it
the best
easier for
situation.
them.
I'll just have to beat both of you for everyone else's sake.
We may be apart, but we still fight together.
No, you don't. That's the whole point.
Spotlight, eh, Squall?
Zidane, why are you here?
What? Do I need a reason to help someone? Why don't you just leave this big lummox to me?
He just doesn't
That's
get
it.
it.
And this is a little awkward here, like, notice that Zidane and Garland, like, stay just standing there for a second.
Thanks for
But
waiting.
then in Zidane's story, we see the same cutscene from his point of view, and shortly after he finishes talking, Garland talks to him, and Zidane turns, and they talk to each other a bit.
How's this?
Time!
Cutscene power to the max. Cause yeah, like, this is basically Ultimisha's EX burst. She freezes time, flips things upside down. I don't get what's up with the multiple images though.
Everything's an illusion.
Summons a bunch of her arrows around them,
Friends.
and then turns things
Your
back
life
around.
itself
That's basically her EX burst there. Yeah.
shall fade.
Everything's an illusion. Everything will fade. I don't know what that means either. They didn't really give me a lot of personality in Final Fantasy VIII, and, you know, the Dissidia developers could have to stay true to the text. I will say, Ultimisha has always been one of the lamest antagonists, because
Your ability to mess
they
with time
hinted
is
at her having complex personality and motivation, but she doesn't. When you actually analyze Final Fantasy VIII, and I have, and I know other people have too, I've just reached a different conclusion. Ultimisha is dull. But Opera Omnia is actually doing something really, really interesting with Ultimisha. And I'm gonna do this. This is one of those things. Let me know in the comments section what you think of this. I want to see how many people are still watching me at this point. They're giving her a redemption arc. When Noel was added to the game, he has this mysterious voice guiding him and eventually leading him to the others. And it turns out to be Ultimisha, because as the survivor from the end of time, she felt sympathy to Noel and wanted him to guide him with and be with the others so he wouldn't be alone anymore. And then, like, in her chapter, they imply, like, she were kind of like, you know, talking to Noel actually being around someone else for a change was nice for her. I want to retry because I want to do the burst. I started talking, got distracted. But yeah, Ultimisha is not friends with Noel, but like almost like Noel is her becoming her knight, you know? And it's like the others are like, she's Ultimisha, she's Ultimisha, we can't trust her. But Noel's like, well, she's Ultimisha, but I don't know if that means we can't trust her. So yeah, why Squall's EX mode is so powerful, it basically doubles the amount of hits his melee attacks do. And given that they already do a large number of hits, and I think they also increase in damage, he just rapidly brains Drave like nothing. But yeah, Opera Omnia, they're kind of giving Ultimisha a redemption arc by having her become friends with Noel. And like, she's like, I kind of like having someone I can talk to.
You too will know.
Now, if it's legit or not, I'm not sure, because they hint that she might have an ulterior plan, but she also, like, on her own, seems like takes a moment to reflect on Noel standing up for her to the others when the others are like, no, we want nothing to do with her, and Noel's like, hey, wait a sec.
We got trouble, big trouble.
But yeah, that's Opera Omnia, giving Ultimisha a redemption arc. Ain't that crazy?
It was a trap. We gotta go find him now.
Bartz? All right, let's go.
And again, in Zidon's story, we see his perspective from these exact same cutscenes.
Back to him.
Is that why?
And because he's my friend.
Yeah. Man, he's my friend, I guess. Baka bots. Yeah. I think this is neat foreshadowing too, like they like the way the rare bots is. But what I do, what kind of murmured there, Squall's crystal is just ridiculous. It's supposed to look like a gunblade, but it also has like 3 slivers sticking out of it, so it sort of kinda looks like a wing, but not really. Just stupid.
Fighting for his friends.
And like, there's so many plot important objects in Final Fantasy VIII that you could have used as the basis for Squall's crystal. But they went, you know, and even just like a normal gunblade shaped crystal, that would have been fine. But, you know, then they put the silly slivers sticking out of the side of it. It's just like, what am I even looking at? Now, if his life wasn't precious, they just let him die, you know. And, you know, not losing anything of value. So that was Squall's storyline. Pretty easy again. Squall's Brave game is just ridiculous, and his HP attacks are supposed to be hard to avoid, but the computer is stupid. So, with that, the bitch is dead. Thank you for watching Chapter 7 of the 013 storyline. Next time, best male character, Terra is best girl, Zidon is best boy. But that will come next week. See you, everybody.